Hey everybody, this is State Representative John Carson. Just reaching out to you as a neighbor right here in East Cobb and husband and father right here in our community. I wanted to address why there is a proposal for a City of East Cobb. You know, many people have asked me some details in regard to boundaries. Will my taxes go up? City council, mayor, and so forth, fire and police, public safety. But the real question that I don't think is being answered to many of you is, why are we considering this? Why a City of East Cobb? Like many of you, I was skeptical at best several years ago. I believe I'm impartial in this because, number one, Beverly and I live north of the proposed city, north of Shallowford Road. But in addition to that, I have not taken donations or endorsements from either side. Having said that, I believe I've studied this issue in the legislature. In addition, rather than a social media post of some sort, I choose to address this in this video with two main reasons: zoning and public safety dollars. On zoning, simply put, Cobb County is changing and the new commissioners wish to insert high-density housing, quote, next door to you, end quote, including right here in East Cobb. Take a listen to our County Commission Chair, Lisa Cupid, speaking at the State of the County address in March of 2022.
So being all in Cobb means that we have to do things differently so all can be in Cobb. And these are very difficult decisions to have. In fact, my assertion that we need to consider housing for everyone has been an impetus for a new city forming, because the concern is I am bringing affordable housing next door to you. I can tell you that if you want grocery stores next door to you, if you want schools next door to you, if you want a laundromat next door to you, affordable housing is going to have to go somewhere. And we can do what it takes. I know we can do what it takes for us to get there.
Did you catch that? Quote, next door to you, end quote. That's what's coming to East Cobb in regard to high density development right next door to you. You know, East Cobb is a wonderful community of neighborhoods, of single family residences, or great schools, and so forth. High density development will undoubtedly bring down the quality of living and put strains on our great schools. In addition, the Cobb Commission is considering a complete revamp of our zoning ordinances, calling it the Unified Development Code proposal. That's being sought right now. What this does is it enables a complete revamp of our zoning ordinances. And second, the commissioners voted to begin this process just recently on a 3-2 vote. To begin this change in our community, our newly elected East Cobb Commissioner has brought in a new planning director from the New York City area, Mr. Anderson. I have no doubt he has experience in real estate, but take a look at the references in his LinkedIn profile. He has a background in, you guessed it, urban planning. In addition to zoning, the proposal for a City of East Cobb includes fire and police, or public safety overall. I might not have put that in the cityhood proposal, but the reason the founders of the city are doing this is because of our public safety tax dollars going to the county and not coming back to East Cobb. Per the ICMA, the International City County Management Association, the average police coverage is about 200 officers for every 100,000 of population. We only have 45 officers and 4 detectives for 150,000 people in Cobb County Police Precinct 4. 49 officers and detectives for 150,000 people. That's 0.6 officers per square mile. The feasibility study that was done anticipates 71 officers just for a City of East Cobb. That's 2.75 officers per square mile. That is much more police coverage for our existing tax dollars that we're currently sending to the county and not getting back. The proposal also includes the firefighters. We currently only have 2 fire stations in East Cobb. We can undoubtedly have several more if we had a city and kept our tax dollars. The Cobb Commission District 2, which is the Cobb Commissioners, it previously was represented by Bob Ott, now it's represented by Jericho Richardson. By definition, we have about 25% of the county's population, but we as a district, as East Cobb County Commission District, we pay over 30% of the property taxes due to our high value homes. Those extra dollars go to fund other parts of the county. Now do you see why Cobb County wants to oppose this new city? So those are the two biggest issues, zoning and public safety. Now many people will also ask, will this raise taxes? Well, that depends on who we elect for a city council. But I will just remind you that Sandy Springs was created in 2005, Milton was created in 2006, Peachtree Corners was created in 2012. Each of those cities were created recently without raising the property tax millage rate, and other suburban cities were created as well. And the only reason that any tax dollars went up was because the property values went up. And the property values went up because people in those cities and those communities took a stand against out of control county government. The feasibility states that a city of East Cobb could be created without a property tax increase and with a $3 million surplus, well, about 10%. But with all this, why do you think Cobb County hired lobbyists to oppose us in creating a city? Or why do you think Cobb County has a planning director with urban planning experience? And why do you think the county undoubtedly, well, we don't know for sure, but they probably helped plan a lawsuit to prevent you, the residents of East Cobb, from having a right to vote? So in closing, I've heard from many of you, I don't want to change East Cobb, John. Just leave East Cobb the way it is. And to be clear, this is not about changing East Cobb. This is about preserving East Cobb. Because you just heard how high density development will be sought by the developers. And the drain of East Cobb public safety dollars will only worsen. One more time, listen to Commission Chair Lisa Cupid in her own words.
Forming. Because the concern is I am bringing affordable housing next door to you.
Next door to you. That's what's coming for our neighborhoods. I sincerely hope these facts have been helpful rather than another social media post where people might be disagreeing back and forth. I want to thank you for your time, and just remember to vote on May 24th. Thank you very much.